cost accounting? Anyone? Give me one. Ooh, I got a woohoo. Don't buy it. Well, most people enjoy this class more than they think they would. So, we'll see how that goes. I don't even know where to start. This class is something that every one of you will use in your careers. Every one of you. How many of you are going to be auditors? Working inside of a company. Working for a big four, whatever they are now. Auditing for anywhere. Okay. So auditors are going to use financial accounting. Everybody who's in management in some way uses cost and management accounting. The class will focus on both strategy and concepts, and it has some techniques. There are a lot of techniques in management and cost accounting. We teach them, but I don't stay focused on them only because I think that you'll learn them in your careers as you need them, and you'll forget them after the test here. But if you can understand strategies and understand why things are the way they are, then you're better off in this class. So, before we get started, let's do what every class does. Let's go through the syllabus. How many of you printed it off? Do you have it? It's on Blackboard, along with a lot of other stuff. The text. How many of you got it? How many of you don't have it? How many of you have no plans on getting it? There are lots of different ways to buy it. Figure out the way that works best for you. How many of you have purchased My Accounting Lab? Right here. Nice. And there. I got you. Here's the story on My Accounting Lab. Every class, you'll have homework. Here's homework, chapters 13, 1, 2, and 3. The only way to do it is on My Accounting Lab. I don't collect it. I'm not grading it. You don't do it, I don't care. But if you don't do it, you probably are hurting yourself as it relates to really understanding the techniques. The homework is where you'll get to practice the techniques of management accounting. So I'm not collecting homework. You guys have a lot going on. I've taught in this program before. I know it's fairly, I feel sorry for you guys. It's like boom, 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 constant. I get it. So I won't collect the homework, but you should do it. There are also classwork assignments on My Accounting Lab, which sometimes we'll do them in class, sometimes we won't. If we do them in class, sometimes I'll collect them, sometimes I won't. But they're also on My Accounting Lab, so if we don't do them in class, it's more reinforcement of the topics. So as you have free time, you could do the work. So I very strongly recommend you get My Accounting Lab, and there are ways to purchase it alongside of the textbook to keep your costs down. But you all can work that out. You're adults. So make sure when you purchase this, you get the 14th edition. They just came out or in the process of coming out, because I've seen a copy of it of the 15th edition. Don't get that one. It's obviously going to be more expensive. 14th edition. Once you get My Accounting Lab, it says in here, in the syllabus, which section you should sign up for. I may take a look from time to time to see who's doing it, who's not to grade it, just to understand, how we're doing in keeping up with it. I'm not an expert with My Accounting Lab, so when you have a technical problem, and you will, it's annoying in some ways. Don't text me, don't email me. Text and email tech support for Pearson, the company that runs it. Please. We're ready. Thanks. If I've misspelled your name on the attendance sheet, just change it. I'll get it changed. I apologize. I did it quickly. Some course requirements. we have how many classes? 8, 9, 10? I don't know how many. You're expected to attend all of them, obviously. Of course, if you have a family illness or a religious thing, it's all understood. Let me know in advance. That's what I ask. Punctuality. Punctuality. I've never been late for a class, and man, I wanted to be today. I did not get any sleep last night. But I've never been late for a class. I don't want anyone to be late for class either. So be here on time. And the people who aren't here yet, can you tell them when they get here? So I don't have to repeat it. Be here on time. It's, I'll start exactly at 8:30 every day. I hope to get us out early. My goal. But it's kind of rude to come in late. First of all, it's telling me and everyone else in the class that something was more important, probably in your cases, sleep. And it's disruptive. Somebody comes in that door, it's kind of like, it just jars me away from my thought process, then I've got to get back to it. So please be here on time. That's all I ask. Grading. Don't worry about grading. It says here, well, let's talk about grading all at one time. The class will have a project component, which we'll get into fairly shortly. We'll talk about. We'll talk about the project, and I'll create some teams. I know you have teams in all your classes, right? And some of you really like your teammates. Some of you wish you had different teammates. Some of you picked your friends or whatever. I'm just going to assign teams. Just randomly assign teams, because that way those who didn't get lucky don't have, they don't get screwed. I'm just going to do it randomly. So everyone's going to have a teammate. And you've probably been what's this year? 4th semester? 3rd? You probably had everyone in the class as a teammate at some point or another. So we'll do it again. A pretty good part of your grade will be based upon your team. How much? 30% will be based upon teamwork. Well, 25% really. Be a good teammate. Be a good teammate. I know many of you probably have your jobs already lined up, and it's like, okay, I got to do this. Got to get through this. Some of you don't, and you're like, I got to get a good grade. Everyone's in a different place right now in this program. Be there for your teams. Right? That's how you show up with a team here is how you'll show up in the real world. And show up the right way. I do hold the right to not grade all team members the same. We will have a 360 review at the end. How many of you have had 360 reviews in some of your other sections? Okay. So we'll do a 360 review, so everyone gets to kind of rate their team and rate other teams, and you'll see how we'll do that. That's it on teamwork. The project. The project will have 3 deliverables. 2 interim deliverables, which we'll talk about today, and a final deliverable. The final deliverable will be in a group setting with the other section, and I like competition. You guys will be competing against them. And the teams will all be competing against each other on that final presentation. So you'll have presentations and you'll have papers. Hopefully we scheduled it in such a way that your big work, your major work is not conflicting with some of your other classes. Professor Snell is very good at kind of having everyone working together towards that end. So hopefully there's no problem with that. What else do we have? The honor code, don't cheat. Got it? Got it. We'll have 2 exams. I'm trying something new this time. The final exam will not be cumulative. We'll try it. I don't know why I'm doing it. It'll be the exam day, but it'll just be half an exam. It'll be shorter. So you'll have each exam is worth 35% of your grade. 35%. So added up, it'll be 70%. Your classwork is worth 10%. Attendance, being on time, not sneaking out before the end of class, that kind of stuff. Participation. This is going to be, it doesn't feel that way right now, but this is going to be an active participation class. I cannot talk for 4 hours, and you cannot listen for 4 hours. The average person can't listen for more than 15, 20 minutes, even if it's management accounting, which is really interesting. But this will be participation based, and so I'll get to know you all at least reasonably well as we go. What else? And then the case is worth 20 points. There are 2 interim deliverables, each worth 5 points, and then the final presentation and paper worth 10 points. Communicating with me. It's my cell phone. The best way to reach me would be to text me on my cell phone. Don't call. So text me on the cell phone. Don't leave me a voicemail. How many of you listen to your voicemails? Me either. Because they're sequential, right? And people ramble. Before you know it, it's 5 minutes in and you don't know what they're talking about. So just send me a quick text and we'll figure out when to get together. You can email me. I'm on email all the time. If you have a question, either one is fine. Everyone has access to Blackboard? Okay, I would hope. I load all of the slide, PowerPoints on Blackboard. This is our agenda. If you look at it, we have like 2 or 3 chapters each week. This week we have 4. This is a survey class. Cost and management accounting is normally 2 separate classes. So 2 semesters worth of work. You're doing it in really less than 1 semester. So, we'll pretty much cover everything, every chapter in the text, more or less, but we'll cut some stuff out along the way. Stuff that I think is maybe a little arcane, a little less important. But it's a lot. Pound. So, the key things on the schedule. The week of the 19th, no class. You probably know that already, right? We don't have class that week. Of course, I also teach undergraduate, and that's their spring break. So I'm taking my spring break that week. We have 2 classes to make up for that on April 22nd and 23rd. 23rd is our normal class. The 22nd is a class that's a combined section for both sessions. My intention on that class is to allow you to use that time for your final projects. So I'll be here to help you if you want, but you'll break out into your project teams. However, I'm holding out if we're falling behind on the chapter work, that we can use that time to kind of fix any problems we're having. So, and then we have our second midterm during finals week. Any questions on the syllabus? Any questions on the class? Nothing? Yeah, thank you. What's the format for the exam? Both multiple choice and open-ended. Approximately half and half. Approximately half and half. Usually I'll give you like 5 open-ended and you have to do 4 out of 5 or something like that. I try to make the tests not definition-based, more conceptually based, but I sometimes succeed, sometimes fail. Can everybody hear me okay in here? Can you hear me back there? Can you hear me back there? Because there's a lot of noise up here. It interrupts. Any other questions?
How many members per group?
4 to 5. 4 to 5. And we'll do that in a moment. We're going to actually, for those of you who are here, I think we have 32. I just did a quick count here, so that allows me to have 8 groups with 4, and then the other 7 who aren't here yet, who we're going to all glare, when they walk in, let's glare at them one at a time as they come in. Okay? Help me out. Stop everything when they come in, and we'll just wait till they sit down. So 4 or 5. Okay? So let's divide into teams now, and you can reorganize to sit with your teams. It's a good idea to sit with them because you never know when classwork's going to come up as a team assignment. And as you guessed, the way we're going to do this means that you're not going to sit next to your friends because the way I'll assign the teams are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 per team. So you know your number. Find your teammates. And whoever's the first one here, if you're late, come on up front. We all want to talk to you. Ask the person next to you, you're one less. Unless he said I'm 8. So you're 7 more. If you're late, come on up front. You missed the discussion in the syllabus, guys. Key concept in the syllabus. Class starts on time. Okay? We do that seriously here. So we get you out early. Nobody's disruptive. We're all good and polite to each other. Okay? Today, no problem. Stay here. Put your, just right, initial yourselves in.
Can't be part of the team if you don't bring your couch.
So somebody likes their new teammate. Hell yeah. No, you guys stay up here because I haven't assigned you to a team.
All right.
I haven't assigned you to a team. I have.
Hey, you could have put a tracking device in the pool. You won't disappear on it. Hey, they got microchips.
Did anybody else just come in? There were 4 of you. Where's the 4th? Oh, there he is. Okay. We'll make it easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Find your team.
All right. 1.
Yunji here. Yunji Kim. Melanie. Wen. Ching Fan.
Were we supposed to pick up something for our group?
Which team are you? No, I haven't done anything yet. I want to judge the group. I'm going to give you guys something. Okay, we start on time from now on. Are you late also?
Yeah.
So you're not on the team. So give me your initial.
I'm on the team.
How are you on the team? I didn't assign you, did I?
Yeah.
I did?
I didn't decide, but I'm in team 5.
How are you on team 5? Did you decide or did I decide?
I didn't decide.
I'm sorry. How did you get to team 5 if you're late? Did I? Oh, she was sitting there? Oh, okay. Now I understand. Are you new to the group?
Yes. I'm not to the program, but I just registered.
Okay. So you're now also on team 5.
Team 5. Very
Yeah.
good.
Team 5. That's with yeah. Okay. First rule of thumb, the first one here for any team decides where they sit. For that, the entire team gets to sit that day. Your team. Okay, I'm going to be nice to you. That's team 1. Where's team 2? Oh my God. Doesn't really matter. Seems appropriate for you guys. Where's team 3?
Right here.
Okay. Team 3. Team 4. Team 5. Team 6. My printer was running out of black ink. Sorry about that. Team 7. You're on team 7 too?
No, I've had like the numbers.
And where's team 8? So everybody has a company. That's your company for the semester. Is that how most of your classes work? Are you all assigned a company? Most? No? Okay. So it'll be a little bit different. Let's talk about the project. At least phase 1 of the project. This is a little bit confusing how it's going to work. So please ask questions. Please.